Hi, it's John Hall, a local lad basically who spent a lot of years, I'm 85 now, in the northeast, and built the Metro Centre, revamped Newcastle United, made a beautiful development at Wynyard Hall, been part of many things that happened in the area for many years now.
From out of the mud on this unprepossessing site alongside the Western Bypass will grow the so-called Gateshead Metro Centre.
It became Europe's largest out-of-town shopping centre. It was something new. It gave the region a very, very high profile. They were coming from all over the world to see it. It was the first and the largest in Europe.
I feel it's a wonderful day for the North East to be in the lead.
I felt good. It was great for the area. And this is what we have to do. We have to do things that publicise the area, that tell people outside and inside we're great, and we don't do enough of that.
And how important was the publicity you were able to get from Tyne Tees in making that happen?
Publicity is essential. I'm a great marketing man, and when you came in here, I could basically use you. I could advertise on television, but I could also get stories across to market the Metro Centre.
I guess the relationship you had with Tyne Tees changed quite a bit when you took over at Newcastle United.
When we bought Alan Shearer, the day he came here, there's 12,000 people outside there. A world record, no, what was it, 15 million for a player, world record. Look at it now. But we did that. We did that. We made things happen.
How did it work then when the scales flipped?
No one anticipated Sir John's arrival in the press room, and he stunned journalists by ignoring the issue completely.
What's the problem? Tremendous win, great result, which I'm sure will set us up for promotion next season.
Was there a temptation to hide and to no news is good news, or?
There's always a temptation to hide.
As far as I'm concerned, there's nothing more to say.
Is Kevin Keegan still the manager here?
Yes, as far as I'm aware.
But you can't do that. If you're leading something, and I'm leader of a company or whatever, a business, etc., the person at the front has to lead. And you've got to basically be there at the front, and you've got to communicate. And that's where you came in. We got the message across, and it's essential. We work with each other.
Hi, I'm Kaylee, and I am the longest surviving baby in the UK to have a heart transplant in 1987.
Kaylee Davidson is probably the North East's most famous transplant patient.
Well, the first time we saw the cameras was when Kaylee was 10 days post-transplant, and the hospital had allowed the photographers to come into the intensive care ward, which was really unheard of. What we wanted to do was to protect the family who had donated the heart to Kaylee. The donor coordinator went to speak to the family, and they said, you must use all opportunities to publicise what's happened to Kaylee, to try and save the lives of other people as well. So it was with their blessing that we continued.
This is just a little present from everybody at Northern Life who's been following Kaylee's progress since she had the operation.
So Kaylee, you were obviously tiny at that stage, but we kept coming back. What's your first memories of TV cameras being there?
I was about 10, 11, and I just thought all cameras came to birthdays.
Are you recognised?
Yeah,
people?
I used to work for Marks and Spencer's, and I literally couldn't get any work done sometimes if I did a really big PR thing. I would literally get stopped every 2 minutes. People saying, you're that little girl who's had the heart transplant. There's times where I do find it tough, but on the other hand, it's really moving.
A lot of people over the years have asked you how grateful you are, what you think of the donor family. That puts quite a lot of pressure on you?
Honestly, yes, it's a lot of pressure. But I wear the title with pride, because without them and without the team at the Freeman, I certainly wouldn't be talking to you now.
Lovely, thank you very much.
My name's Han Ming. My daughter's name was Julie Hogg. She was murdered in Billingham in November 1989, and subsequently, because of the man who murdered my daughter being acquitted, I campaigned to change the double jeopardy law successfully.
Police are becoming increasingly concerned about the disappearance of a young mother from Billingham in Cleveland.
This is the very first interview that I did with Tyne Tees television, when Julie first went missing.
Just let us know you're alive, Julie, that's all.
We were absolutely desperate for help, to be quite honest, and that's what Tyne Tees did give us. They give us help.
When did it turn into a campaign?
When he confessed he'd killed our daughter and he'd been acquitted of the murder, and then he confessed and he only got a 6-year sentence for lying about a murder. And I thought, no, I'm not putting up with this, it's not right.
Hello, welcome to North East Tonight. On the day, a Teesside mother saw justice done for her daughter and made legal history.
Billy Dunlop lied his way through 2 trials after killing Julie Hogg, and if it weren't for Anne Ming's determination, he would have got away with it.
How big a thing was it that stood in your way of getting justice for her?
Just an 800-year-old law that meant that nobody could be retried, a double jeopardy law, which went back to the Magna Carta. And then you've got the world press that shut the pavement and outside, you know, and there were everybody firing questions at me. And I was just shaking because I thought, I just couldn't believe it, you know, after all this 17 years, to finally get the conviction.
So, yeah. To overturn an 800-year-old law, single-handed, but did we help?
Oh, I did definitely, yeah. I definitely think the media's helped us, you know, because obviously they've kept it in the public eye. I mean, Tyne Tees did sort of like, you know, make it in the spotlight, you know. So, oh yeah. But I never ever thought like I'd be changing the law and getting an MBE for criminal justice system, you know. So, oh, but anyways. I'd give anything to have my daughter back and no badge and no law change. But that's never going to happen, but still. She'll be pleased with what I've done now, she will.
I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
I'm sure of it. And thank you.
No, thanks Tyne Tees. Well done.